Hey guys, today I'm just going to answer a question I get asked a lot at work. When somebody comes in and they're buying a fishing reel, which is all good, most people know what reel they want. They really do. They go home, they study, they look. Everyone knows what sort of reel they're after. But I get asked this question a lot, is what rod to match to that reel. And there's no right and wrong way for this. There's not. Everyone's going to do a little bit different, and everyone's fish is a bit different, looks for different things. So I'm just going to give you a basic breakdown of what I do to match my rods and my reels together, okay? I'm a strong believer you've got to be very comfortable when fishing. So if you've got an unbalanced rod and reel, like if it's really heavy on one end or the other, and it just feels awkward to hold and fish with or cast or use, and you get a sore wrist if it's a bit unbalanced, you're not going to enjoy that day fishing. That fishing is not going to be fun. So a big thing for me is matching the outfit so it's balanced. I like a balanced outfit. And that way when you've got a balanced outfit, you like it, you're comfortable, you can fish all day. But what I find balanced for me might not be for you, so you've got to find your own rods and reels. And the easiest way to do that is when you go to the tackle shops, if you've got your own reel and you're just looking for a rod, take your reel with you. If you're going to buy the reel there and you know what reel it is, ask some of the staff to get the reel out of the cupboard, and then go with the staff and have a look at go through a few different rods. Ask the staff to show you some different rods that will suit that reel, and what the staff might like, you might not like, and guaranteed you probably won't. But ask for a few different versions, and the staff should know their stuff. They'll bring out a few rods to suit that reel, and then you go put the reel on each rod, and you'll find the one that's comfortable for you. That's the big thing. You've got to be comfortable, okay guys? They should match up the correct line weight and the rods and stuff for you, and you just choose the rod that you're comfortable with, what feels good for you. Because if you're comfortable, you'll enjoy the fishing a lot more. Okay, so I was going to the shop today, and I picked up good old trusted Torium, my little Torium here. Not a big reel by any means, but a little small, chunky, and a bit of weight to it. So by itself, you think that's fairly heavy and not very nice. So if we're going through the rod rack, we're just going to go through the rod rack and have a look and say, oh, there's a little rod there. You saw this little black rod. I thought that looks like a nice rod. Let's put the reel on that. Yeah, put a reel on that. First thing you'll notice is the reel seat won't fit because the reel's, she won't fit. So that rod's out. So no good for that one. We're going to have a look at another rod. What else we got there? We'll go pinch that one over there. This one looks like a nice toy. The reel seat and stuff, it will fit. Yes, look at that. And you're thinking, oh, that looks not too bad. But for me, something like that's a big chunky reel on a little tiny skinny rod. Yes, this is a micro jigging rod. It's a slow pitch rod, and it will hold this reel and run it, not a problem. And I've got 15 kilo line on this, and I know this rod will run 15 kilo. It's a micro jigging rod, but for me, that's bulky and heavy, and it just doesn't feel right. I couldn't fish with that. I'd feel very uncomfortable. Okay. Some guys might like and think it's all good and fish comfortably, but I don't like that. It's heavy and it's nah. So I wouldn't choose something like that. That for me doesn't work. This is why you ask the staff at shops to get a few different rods that'll suit the reel. Like that would have worked for some people, but not for me. So we'll go with another one. So this time I've picked up a little Daiwa Monster Mesh. Okay, it's only a 5'6" rod. It's also a 15 kilo stick, but it's shorter. It's a little bit stiffer, and if I put like the Torium on that, just with the weight of the rod and the length of the rod, now that's really balanced. You can see that there, it's just sitting in my hand. Comfortable as. I could fish that for hours. It's not too long on the rod, so it's not pulling down, it's not tip heavy. It's got a short butt and it's missing a bit of hyper on there, so it's not super heavy in the arse end. And that fits quite comfortably in my hand, just like that. So that's sort of the outfit I'd choose. I don't go worrying about drag pressures. I don't walk into a shop and say I want a reel of 15 kilo or rod to suit that. What I do is, I know the reel I want. And when you know the reel, you know what sort of drag pressure it's got anyway. What line class you're going to put on it, hopefully you match your line class to your reel. You don't go putting 80 pound on these little reels or anything. Match them up properly. And then, if you're not sure on the rods, ask the staff to get you a variety of different rods that will suit that reel. And you go through, put the reel on the rods, you're allowed to. The tackle shops don't mind. Put the reel on a rod and see which one suits you, which one's really comfortable, okay? So I go for a well-balanced outfit. For me, it's balance. It's all about the balance. I'm not into the high drag reels and everything else and want 15, 20 kilo drag. I don't believe in it. I think it's a bunch of BS. 90% of my fishing, I run about 5 kilo max and catch every fish under the freaking sun on it. I'm not chasing dogtooth. I've got no interest in chasing dogtooth tuna, so I don't want high drag reels. But that's just me. And fishing does come down to skill, luck, and a lot of skill, especially with light line. And it's something you'll just get better at over time when you catch more and more fish and do it longer. Okay, so I'm telling you, we'll just go through a few. Like I've got a little TLD 20. Looks like a big chunky reel, but it's only got a light drag. This is a 10 kilos, well basically an 8 to 10 kilo reel. I've got 10 kilo mono on it. This is my little marlin reel. It's one of my marlin reels. And to rod to suit that, you look at this. This is like a Gary Howard rod, Game 1 rod. Look, it's a short stroker. It looks like a short, fat rod, and a lot of people think, oh, it's an 80 pound stick and stuff. It's not. This is designed for 8 kilo. It's an 8 kilo stick. It's graphite, it's super light, okay? And when you put something like this on it, it balances well, it's nice, and it looks like a chunky big outfit. But guys, this is only an 8 kilo stick. It's designed for light tackle. Alright. So you lock that in your gimbal. Beautiful light outfit to go chasing little blacks, stripies, tuna, or all sorts, whatever you want to chase on 8. You look at the line class of your reels, so you work out your line class of your reels, you look at the line class for the rod, so you sort of match them up, line class, and then you put the reel on the rods and see which one's balanced or which one suits you. Not guys on the internet, hello, not the guys in the tackle shop, even though they should give you an option of rods that suit, and then you've got to go through and see which one you like, which one suits you, which one you're comfortable with. That's the rod you buy. Look, once again, we're going to go through this. I've got my little Saltiga here. This being such a nice little reel, you can put this in a variety of rods. Like this is a baitcaster rod. It'll go on this quite nicely. But for me, it's not the greatest casting reel. You can cast it. It's not the greatest casting reel. It's only a short rod, and that's really light and beautiful. I could fish with that for hours, but to be honest, I've never put it on that rod, and I just felt something. Because the Saltiga's quite a light reel, this rod's quite nose heavy, so just falls down. It's top heavy. So that for me, no go. I wouldn't like that. Because after hours of fishing and casting, the rod's always trying to pull down. That will give you a sore wrist after a while. So that's top heavy, so something like that, no. See, just falls down. I just let it go, watch. It just falls down. It's nose heavy, so not balanced. Not balanced at all, that's what I'm trying to say. It needs to be balanced. But if I go put this reel back on the slow pitch rod, it's very well balanced. And you can fish with it all day. And this is a little, I've only got 10 kilo on this because that's all I use for slow pitching. The rod itself will run 10 to 15. The reel's got the drag for 15 as well, not a problem in the world. But only run 10, and it's a balanced outfit. Okay, so you put that in your hand there, you can fish with that all day and just, not a problem. Nice and easy, nice and light. So that works. So guys, don't be scared to go when you go into the tackle stores to ask them to show you a few rods, and if you can take the reel with you and put a reel on some rods. Okay. I could keep going with this all day. I've got so many different rods and reels here, but there's no point. Not really. I'll get down to this one here. It's one of my last ones. Like this, look at this thing. It looks like a little toy, eh? This is a Speedmaster 8 or 10. It's a 10, I'm pretty sure. A little Speedmaster 10. And that's on a Therese, little Therese 30 to 50. Okay, so 30 to 50 pound. And with the drag pressure, the gearing, and in the Speedmasters. I've actually got 24 kilo on this. It's a thin 24, because it's not the biggest reel. It's a thin 24 kilo. It's a grappler, I think, so I've got 300 metres on there of 24 kilo. This is a very, very powerful little outfit. The main keyword there, little. You don't need big, bulky, heavy gear if you're running 24 kilo and stuff. Like, this is small. This is a 24, 50 pound outfit on a little 10 reel. On a Therese 30 to 50 rod, so short rod. And it's nice, it's balanced. It's got a little bit of weight to it. The big sinker there not helping me at the moment. But it's a nice balanced rod and reel. And with this little setup, this is one of my main rods and reels around the Great Barrier Reef, chasing reds and natties and stuff. It's only 5 foot, small reel, fits in the palm of your hand, and you can fish with it all day. It's nice and light, it's balanced, and it's powerful. You can actually get some big fish. And even some of those big pesky sharks, don't land them on this, but shit, it gives them a run for their money. And like I said, thin 50 on it. It's only a small reel, so it's got a thin 50, because this reel's got the gearing, it's got the drag. You got the rod for 24, nice and light, small, but very, very powerful. It used to be one of my rods when I was down south and chasing cobia, live baiting for cobes. And when I was live baiting on heavy structure for big jewies and things, I'd use that to get them out. Okay, so it doesn't matter what size reel you go for, guys. You just got to go pick out a variety of different rods, put the reel on that's suited for the reel, the drag, the line class you're intending to use. So get a rod for the line class you want to use, then go through and put the reel on and see which one, once again I'm going to say it again, suits you, what you like, what feels comfortable for you, not everyone else, for you. Okay, that's the main key thing when you're looking for rods and matching rods and reels. It's for you, not anyone else. Anyway, guys, I hope that does help a bit. Before I go, I am going to tell you, I am putting a few links and stuff in my description nowadays. I've read a little book on 1001 fishing tips, so that's in the description if you want to go and check that out. I am putting a few links to, surprisingly, this is weird for me, but Temu. I'm an affiliate with them now, and they're giving me some codes with some really good discounts. So if you guys want to go get some discounts from Temu, and there is some good gear on Temu, guys. Like I said before, you got to go through it. There's a lot of shit, I will admit that, but there's some gems in there as well. Have a good look through. But they gave me a good discount code. That's down in the description. Pretty much all my videos now, I've got links to affiliates products for those type of videos in the description. So always go and have a look at the description, because you never know what sort of links are going to be in there, guys. Just go check them out. And the other thing I've done too, I've grabbed out a few of my personal GPS marks for the Gold Coast. Now I left the Gold Coast, I went and chose some of my all-time favourites and the ones I fish, and have caught me a lot of fish from the giant cobia, a lot of those big snapper, dewy marks. Now, and you won't find these marks online, they're not online marks. My personal marks. And what I've done is with the Buy Me a Coffee page, if you buy me a coffee, I'll send you the list of my personal marks for the Gold Coast, where I did catch a lot of big fish, and they're good starting points for you if you're new to Southeast Queensland, want some good reefs to start off with and then venture out from there. That's a good way to get the things, just through the Buy Me a Coffee. All this stuff's in my description now, guys, so it's all down below. And it does help me in the channel out, so thank you if you do go click some links or follow. And once again, well balanced outfits. This is my all-time favourite. Like, this is, I've talked about this a few times, little Zodius and a Vanford. Super, super light. And it just sits in your hand. Look how light it is. It's balanced. If you want outfits like this, go talk to the guys in your tackle shops. Get them to run you through the rods and reels. Tell them the reel you want, and then go get some rods to match a few. And once again, which one suits you? Not everyone else, not me, you. Okay? And after that big long spiel on a few different rods, hopefully it helps you. Hopefully you'll find a nice rod that suits you. Again. I'm going to say thanks for watching. And I'm not sure what video I'm going to do next week, but I hope you stick around to see that one. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on enough. I'm out of here.